to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well. Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift,
will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
morning, hockey fans, and welcome inside beautiful Arrington Ice Arena, the site of this evening's game between the Bulldogs of Adrian College and the Purple Eagles of Niagara University. Getting set for puck drop here at the Arrington. Calvin Keys, joined by Ryan Cuddy, excited for ACHA Men's Division I Ice Hockey. As the puck drops, the Bulldogs are in the gold, moving right to left on your screen. And the Purple Eagles, and you guessed it, purple, moving left to right on your screen. Cuddy, what are your expectations for this game? It's the number 3 ranked team in the country, Adrian, taking on the number 18 ranked squad, Niagara.
Yeah, a little, I want to see how the legs are, how fresh Adrian is playing a night ago. It's been a 6-day rest for Niagara since their last appearance in game, so it's going to be interesting to see on this opening 20 minutes if Adrian has any sluggish skates or if they're able to be fresh and come at Niagara.
For Adrian, they'll hope that their momentum from yesterday and their 7-2 win against Grand Valley will carry over. They look great in that performance. Back here at the Arrington for a second straight game. Niagara with a bit of rust, haven't played in about a week's time, depending on how you look at that argument. Could be fresh, could be a bit rusty, but we'll see as Clemens carries it in for the Purple Eagles. Tries a shot, may have caught the blocker of the Cottonier. Very fun to see two brothers on the ice, Connor Smith and Sebastian Smith, playing on the same line with Sam Spate. Sebastian Smith also an excellent tennis player here at Adrian College. Banked off the far wall, playing it forwards here is Christopher. Lost the puck, has it behind the net. Rims this one over. Bulldogs look to lift it out. It's batted right back in by Rylan Clemens. Taken by Connor Smith. He'll send the puck deep. Mateo DiGiulio getting there. Back for the captain, Sheldon Nolan. Ramped off the stick of Clemens. DeCesare looking to find it down low. Here's Brody Thornton. Turns, backhander into the chest of Grant Zell. Makes his first stop of the night for Niagara. Interesting to see Brody Thornton playing forward tonight, usually playing as a defenseman for the Bulldogs, Cuddy.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that shot off, too, right in the slot.
Puck is one back below the goal line. This is sent around. Smolka will play it forwards. Off the far wall, race for it. Niagara looking to work in. Bumped free, Nolan. Picks up the puck, he's hit hard, plastered into the glass, but he finds his D partner, Dylan Kent. DeCesare, saucered over, looking for Thornton. Puck goes all the way down. Bulldogs will touch up, and that will be icing. Face-off back in the Adrian zone with 17:52 left in this first period. As we mentioned, Bulldogs ranked 3rd in the country going into this game. Niagara, the number 18 team in the land. Should be a great matchup. DiGiulio will face off against Niagara. Purple Eagles forced to tag up. Kent will send it across the rink to Nolan. Angled in by Brody Thornton. Comes around the wall. Picked up down low by David Berta. Banks it out. Right into the hands of Nathaniel Mott. Wires it right back in. Very bold colors on the sweaters of both teams. Lots of gold for Adrian and lots of purple for Niagara. Taken by Hatcher, sends it in front and they score. Justin Jamer. A turnover in Niagara's own end of the rink proves costly. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, it looked like it came off a funny bounce. And almost an unexpected shot from a Hatcher that found the back of the net.
Yeah, Hatcher just picked up that puck that was high in the air and then found his teammate Justin Jamer on the back door. Really great feed. And Jamer, the quick release, got it up over the glove hand of Zell. Makes it a 1-0 lead for Adrian College. This one carried back onwards by Connor Loft. Sent it over the crossbar. Follow-up chance for Niagara will also miss the net. Batted back in by Schneidmiller. Now it's gloved down by Holford. Sends it back to the point. Loft, another drive. That one could not reach the goal mouth. Mott will stand up. Carson Andrioli with a hard hit. McLaughlin banked up for Clement. Jamer, the goal scorer, for the Bulldogs will chase after it. Picks up the puck. Pass too far behind Hatcher. Holford back up the middle of the ice to Andrioli. Still Andrioli with the biscuit. Centered on. Trying to deflect it towards goal where the Purple Eagles. Bulldogs clear it out, and they will get a line change. Over for Schneidmiller. Niagara carries it in. This is Coulter. Ripping it into the plexiglass behind the goal of Noah DeCotnier, who got the win last night in net. 7-2 for Adrian over the Grand Valley State Lakers. Niagara's Nick Mandia playing with it down low. Finally, the Bulldogs clear. This is shot in by Overval. It will be icing unless he wins the race, and he does not. So the faceoff will come back into the Bulldog zone. Face-off back in the Adrian zone. Purple Eagles coached this evening by Tom Moradian, and as for the Bulldogs, they are led by Gary Astalos. Stanko will take this draw against Mandia. Adrian clears it out in a race for it. Tyler Fife pursuing the puck. He had a hat trick last night against Grand Valley. Colleague Brett Carlisle had the privilege of calling that game, did an excellent job. Thurston chips down low to Cotinier out of the blue paint. Sends it around. Tyfer gets there. Sebastian Smith was looking to angle it out. Niagara keeps it in the O-zone. Nolan delivering a hard check to Mandia, who's knocked down to the ice. And another huge hit and a penalty upcoming to Niagara. Goalie going to the bench for Adrian. Delayed call. Dylan Kent deep in the Bulldog zone. Backhand through the middle, a chance for Matteo DiGiulio. DiGiulio still with it. Backhands over for Kent, a long shot. That deflected through. Zell got a piece of it. Spate back for McLaughlin. Still the delayed call against Niagara. It's 6-on-5 right now. Net empty for Adrian. But they finally turn it over. Touched up by Niagara. We will get a elbowing call against the Purple Eagles. We'll see who is heading to the box here. Sorry, Cuddy.
No, let's see how the special teams does early on for this Bulldogs squad. Early opportunity to chance to get up a pair of goals, and if we were wondering about any dead legs possibly coming into this one, it doesn't seem like they have any. A lot of energy from the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs certainly have come out with a lot of jump as Anthony Thurston, the 5'9" forward out of North Tonawanda, New York, goes to the box. 2 minutes for elbowing. Power play unit is Spate, Stanko, Sebastian Smith, Connor Smith, and Nolan for the Bulldogs. Puck finds its way to Brendan Stanko now. Referee caught an edge, went down to the ice hard. Hopefully he's all right. Sebastian Smith dropped back for Sheldon Nolan, loose in front. Oh, how did Sam Spate miss that one? On a platter for number 44. Sprawled out there was Grant Zell. Net was wide open, and I don't know if the goaltender got a piece of that one with his paddle or if Spate just sent it over the goal, but a missed chance for Adrian's power play. Stanko has it now. Behind the goal. Sebastian Smith, Spate back up top for Sheldon Nolan, the captain. Connor Smith slides it to Spate. Connor Smith walks in, shoots that one well wide. Rims around the boards. Nolan racing to keep it in. Niagara able to clear it out to the neutral zone. Sebastian Smith will turn with speed and head back forwards. He's angled off to the wall by Schneidmiller. Bond looking to keep it in. Stanko spins off a check from A.J. Campbell. Centered for Dakota Bond now. Right pad stop made by Grant Zell. Stretching out to make the save. This one angled off the stick of Campbell again. This time it's out of play. We get a stoppage. 52 seconds left on the Bulldog power play at the 13:45 mark of the first period. If you're just joining us, Justin Jamer got the scoring going. Adrian has a 1-0 lead at the moment. Knocked backward by Fife. To his defenseman, Bond through traffic, C&I shot that is held onto by Grant Zell. Native of Orchard Park, New York, making the stop. Dakota Bond having a conversation with the Niagara backup goaltender, as you may be able to see on the far right side of your screen. I wonder usually goes one of two ways on the hockey rink. They're either old buddies from junior hockey or they're just getting into the chirps early. Niagara will send it down to Cottonier. Leaves it there for Dakota Bond. Bond will skate ahead. Passes to the far wall for Fife. His feed deflected in. Brody Thornton will chase. Thornton tried to drop it off for DeJulio, but it's turned over, and maybe a 2-on-1 for Niagara if they hurry. Sanders sending it out front, and they score. It's Fancy getting on the board for Niagara, sends it through the 5-hole of de Cottonier. 1-1 hockey game. Let's take a look at the replay as Niagara strikes shorthanded. Turnover by the Bulldogs. This was sent across, and a really good release there for Niagara to get this game tied up.
Yeah, it seemed like all the momentum in this first period has been with Adrian College, and then with 16 seconds left on the penalty kill still for Niagara, and on their first, finally get a shot on net, and they find the back of the net. So that's big for the Purple Eagles to kind of slow down this roll that Adrian was on in the first 7 minutes.
Niagara will win this one forward. Certainly a huge goal down a skater. Still have to take care of the puck. Adrian turned it over, and Niagara got on the board. We're all knotted up at 1. Dealt over for Nash Hatcher, who will sachet forwards. Hatcher behind the Niagara goal, looking back to the point for Mott. Puck rolled on Nathaniel Mott there, eventually finds it and pitchforks it back in down low. Berta, plenty of time as the Bulldogs will be forced to tag up. Ethan Clement headed in a bit too soon. Berta slid underneath his stick, and Zell will be forced to cover. Shots 8-1 in Adrian's favor. 1 shot, 1 goal, 100% shooting percentage for Niagara so far in this game.
Yeah, they haven't had much offensive pressure, but being able to capitalize on that PK was huge.
Fife finding it. Stanko for Overval. Left pad stop from Grant Zell. Puck around here. Niagara looking to clear. It's kept in by Sheldon Nolan, but now scooping it up is David Christopher. Looking rink wide. Trying to work in there was Niagara. They turn it over. Stanko feeds it for Overval. This one paddled into the glass on the end boards by Zell. Purple Eagles looking to clear. It's found by Stanko, looking to center for Overval. Good stick by Zell to turn that centering feed away. Stanko was wide open in the net front. Sebastian Smith deflects it out. Clemens will redirect into the zone. De Cottonier, long feed. The goaltender will find his forward, Sebastian Smith. Smith carries in. Angled off by the Niagara player. Spate back to the point. It's Matt Cruz. That was deflected in front by Sebastian Smith. Purple Eagles carry the other way. Good feed by Bunn. Looking rink wide for his teammate Robinson. That pass is cut off, and Spate moving back in. Sam Spate plays down low. This is Grant Zell out to play it, and that one went out of play. We get a stoppage with exactly 11 minutes left in this first period. Bulldogs out shooting the Purple Eagles 9-1. All square so far in this game. 9 minutes into the game, we are tied. Justin Jamer got things going, and then Niagara struck back shorthanded. Bond reaching out for this one off the faceoff win. Can't get there. He'll have to speed backwards. Has Bunn hot on his tail. But luckily for the Bulldog blue liner, able to find Cruz. And offsides is called. Julio confused, thought that he was straddling the blue line. I'd have to agree with him, but nonetheless, we get the whistle. And a stoppage in play, 10:47 left in this first period. Interesting turn of events. We were just informed for the stream that the roster we were provided with for Niagara pregame is last year's roster. So going off of the roster that we were provided, some of the names may not be accurate. Just informed that by one of the spectators here for Niagara. So we'll do our best to call the action But just keep in mind, some of the numbers we have may not be accurate, but we'll try to do our best in the process. Play through the middle for Bunn. The saving grace behind that statement is that there's some nameplates on the Niagara uniform, so I'll try to pick out what I can. Huge hit by DeCesare. He's having his stick held in the aftermath by a Niagara player. Still, DeCesare cannot work his stick free, and he's getting into it with a Purple Eagle. And it looks like DeJulio's going to the box. See what the call is. As we try to get things sorted out in front of the Bulldog bench. It will be slashing the call against Matteo DeJulio. Face-off will come back in the Adrian zone. Interesting turn of events as now we know that Niagara, their roster is not completely accurate.
Now here for Adrian on their penalty kill, it's going to be interesting to see. Niagara did a very good job on their first times with the down a man, able to get a goal late on that PK also. So let's see if Adrian can return the favor here.
That's a good point. Just because you're down a skater does not mean you can't score. Niagara proved that when they got on the board earlier on in this first period. That time, Dakota Bond sent it down the rink for Adrian. It's been a full day of hockey. ACHA Women's Division I took on Liberty, lost 6-5 earlier today. Adrian's NCAA. Oh my goodness! Dakota Bond sent it off the Niagara player and into his own net. Crazy turn of events as Bond was trying to clear, shorthanded, sent it off of the forechecker. Let's take another look. DeConnier was not ready for this one at all. Just a bad bounce. Sent it off number 21 in purple and right into the net.
Yeah, that's just an unfortunate bounce. Nothing you can really do there for the netminder for Adrian College. And now this makes things a little bit tougher for the Bulldogs here. Down a goal.
If you're Dakota Bond, just have to shake that one off. Nothing he did wrong there.
No, he was making the right play, just trying to clear the zone.
Just a bad bounce at an inopportune time. Nothing DeConnier could do about it either. I guess just kudos to the Niagara forechecker for getting in there and pressing Bond and making life difficult for him. Here's Fancy, Niagara's goal scorer. Feeds it over. Could not be handled by Porterfield. Clemens will take it back up the other way. We're back at even strength after that was technically a power play goal. Adrian player dragged down, Clemens taken to the ice, and now the Bulldogs will go to the power play. Going to the box now, looks like it is Carson Andrioli still. In the penalty box. Bulldogs go to the 2-minute man advantage. Connor Smith looking to slide this one over for his brother Sebastian, who acquires the biscuit. Smith still has it somehow. Finally lost it. Trying to shoot it out is Connor Loft, and he's able to do so. Nolan looks rink wide here for Spate. Sheldon Nolan can't connect with Sebastian Smith, a bit disjointed here on the power play. Spate trying to find it in his skate for Connor Smith. He's hit. Spate slides across for Stanko, handled the pass a bit awkwardly. Knocks it backwards for Sebastian Smith. Point for Sheldon Nolan. Nolan. Stanko looking for Spate. Sebastian Smith trying to dig it free. Niagara will clear, and now a race after it. A.J. Campbell up in the face of Nolan, who shoots it back forward. Spate trying to deflect it on. Connor Smith picks it up. Or excuse me, that is Sanders on the penalty kill. Nolan carries it over the Niagara blue line. Sheldon Nolan drops it back for Thornton. Around the boards. Berta trying to get there. Instead, it's Fife. 39 seconds left in the Bulldog power play. Losing 2-1 at the moment off an unfortunate bounce from the clearing attempt from Bond. Shot is blocked by Fancy. Niagara looking to saucer the other way, trying to spring Fancy there. Taken by DeJulio instead. Bond, who's got to be just a tad gun shy behind his own net now. Hopefully he's able to shake off. He was trying to clear it on the the penalty kill a few moments ago. So went off a Niagara player and into the net in a crazy, crazy bounce. Fife clears it out. 4 seconds left, and it looks like it'll be a successful penalty kill on the slashing call to Carson Andrioli. Dakota Bond feeds forward for Tyler Fife. Fife fires a shot that's over the crossbar. Bond able to keep it in. Still Fife. Wrapped up along the boards. Still tangled up with the Purple Eagle player as it's carried over the Adrian blue by Sanders. Ripped that one over the crossbar. Cleared out by Thornton. He has his head in his hands right now in some discomfort. Hope he's all right. Meanwhile, Colts are playing it in deep for Niagara. Now Gilberos. Nasher will find it and clear it out. Batted right back forwards and knocking it out of the air was Niagara. Now turned over and maybe a chance. Slid over for Gilberos. Tried to send it across. Right pad save. The Cottonier got just enough of it. And now Hatcher and Clement the other way. What a move by Nash Hatcher. Couldn't stay with it as it's gloved down by Jamer. Bumps into Grant Zell and knocks him over. Will we see goaltender interference after Justin Jamer collided? And now on this side of the rink, the Bulldog zone, Gilberos is getting into it with Hatcher and Clement. The temperature of this game is rising with 6:02 left in the first period. Justin Jamer on the other end of the rink was trying to glove the puck down, and in the process, his momentum carried him into Grant Zell. Thought we could see a call there. Looks as if we'll stay 5-on-5 though. Stanko will take the draw against Christopher. Sent backwards. Niagara trying to send it out. That one went up and out of play. Draw will stay in the Purple Eagle zone. Bulldogs out shooting the Purple Eagles 10-3. 14:05 into the first period. Behind the goal, it's the Swede, Henrik Overval. McLaughlin, the long shot, missed the goal. Mott will step up to take it. The freshman wires one that was knocked down, didn't reach the goal. Clemens looking to clear it out. He was hit hard by Overval in the process. Mott battling with the Purple Eagle for the puck. He will backhand it off the window and out. Here's Henrik Overval, skate to stick. Shot did not get through the defenseman as we will see a penalty upcoming, I believe, against Niagara. Cross check.
Another chance, though, for this power play unit for Adrian College to be able to try to find their rhythm, find their footing.
It looks as if it's Quinn Schneidmiller, if our roster is correct. Native of Penticton, British Columbia, who got called for cross-checking. I believe it was on Stanko. Face-off upcoming. Niagara clears it out to the neutral zone. Nolan, one-touch feedback for Sebastian Smith. Sheldon Nolan for Connor Smith. Rips it around the plexiglass. Stanko trying to corral it with his skate. Comes back around the kick plate for Connor Smith, looking for Sam Spate. Snaps it over for Stanko. Power play getting set up here for Adrian, nearly turned over. Nolan finds Connor Smith, who walks in, fires. That deflected wide, and now Grant Zell will cover up for the whistle. 4:50 left in this first period. Bulldogs trailing 2-1, despite only giving up 3 shots on goal.
Yeah, a lot of funny bounces, an odd man rush on a PK for Niagara. So it's been an interesting, some funny bounces, but Adrian's gonna have to bounce back.
Sam Spate in the high slot finds Connor Smith. That is blocked. Niagara defenseman, I believe that is Davies, putting his body on the line, and the Purple Eagles clear. Great shot block. This game has given me shades of the men's NCAA game we saw right before this. They were the #1 ranked team in the nation, ended up falling 5-2. In large part because of the defensive structure that we're seeing similarly from Niagara so far in this game tonight. Bulldogs play it in deep. Taken by the Purple Eagles, sent forwards. Carried onward by Campbell, who sent his shot wide. It'll be acquired by Thornton, up forwards with speed. He's stood up. to Cesare. Finds the loose puck, slides over for Fife, looking backdoor. Penalty upcoming to Niagara again. With 30 seconds left on the power play, DeCottier will head to the bench. Fancy refusing to touch up. As the whistle blows, neither team wanting to touch it. I think the methodology was Bulldogs wanted the 5-on-3 for 22 seconds. Niagara didn't want to touch up either. Interesting standoff there. Don't know if I've seen that before.
Little gamesmanship going on in between the lines right now.
Did you see what the signal was there on that penalty, Cuddy?
I did not know.
Wasn't able to spot it. Nonetheless, 22 seconds of 5-on-3 coming up for Adrian. And then a little over a minute and a half more of power play time after that. But Niagara wins it back. They've been good in the dot so far tonight. Purple Eagles looking to clear. Sam Spate out front. Nolan! Grant Zell got just enough. Off a grade A chance for the Bulldog captain. Nolan walking in again. Spate. Connor Smith wires one. Zell made the save. Schneidmiller out of the box. It's now 5-on-4 for the next $1.35. Nolan will slide it for Spate. Hesitation move from Spate. Still has the puck on his stick. He'll circle. Stanko knocked over in front. Sebastian Smith. Nolan, long shot. And Grant Zell able to see it and hold on. Minute and 19 seconds left on the Bulldog power play here at Arrington Ice Arena. Glad you've joined us for this broadcast on Adrian College TV, brought to you by Adrian College students. I'm Calvin Keys on play-by-play. Ryan Cuddy doing double duty. He's our color commentator, also running the camera, and Ashley Roeder is our director. Grant Zell coming back with some more hydration. Mateo DiGiulio will take this face-off for Adrian. Thornton trying to knock it towards the goal of Zell right off the draw. Purple Eagles shoot it down. DeCottier will leave it for Bond with the paddle. Bit of a miscommunication. Instead, he'll slide it over for Fife. Pass is picked off. Here's Thurston looking to center a chance in front. Good opportunity for Campbell, trying to send it back out front. Thurston dropping it off for Loft. Schneidmiller chips it all the way down with less than a minute left in the Bulldog power play. The number 18 team in the land, Niagara, holding off the number 3 team, Adrian, on the power play right now. Purple Eagles lead 2-1 on the road. DiGiulio skating ahead, puts on the brakes. Saucered across, Jammer couldn't control. Has the only goal for the Bulldogs in this game as they trail 2-1. Grant Zell covers up with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this period. Coulter still in the box for 26 more seconds. Bulldogs are 14-1-1 coming into this game. Purple Eagles were 6-6 heading into the contest. Kent will open up. Tight rope across the blue line. Trying to find the rebound is Cruz. Wide of the net. Dropped off again for Clement. Hatcher tried to slide it over for Dylan Kent. Instead it is intercepted by Austin Robinson and then cleared down. Here's Kent. He'll find Clement. Chip shot that's in on goal against Grant Zell. Clement was knocked over with that body check and then slid into the referee. Tough night to be a referee, Cuddy. We saw one hit the deck on the far side earlier and then another collision with the zebra on the near wall.
It's been a funky first period, to say the least. Whole lot of interesting things going on. And it seems like Adrian's been doing a lot of things right, especially on the offensive end. Just a couple bad bounces. Like you said, mirroring kind of like what we saw earlier in the game prior to this one in the NCAA matchup.
Spate trying to play it forward off the draw. Sebastian Smith's shot is deflected away by Austin Robinson. Centered in front again for Connor Smith. Save made by Zell. He's made 13 of them in this first period. Pretty impressive. Turning forwards is David Bunn. Has it stolen by Connor Smith. Looking for Spate, but errant. Bunn will kick it up to the blade of his stick and shoot it around. Nathaniel Mott finding it. McLaughlin. Sebastian Smith. It'll be gloved down by Loft. Final minute of play in the first period. Niagara leading 2-1 despite being heavily outshot. Sebastian Smith sashaying in. Finds Connor Smith. Knocked away by Niagara. Huge hit. Sam Spate is leveled there by Connor Loft. Still Spate staying with the play. 40 seconds left. Played behind to Sebastian Smith. That went off the skate, I believe, of a Purple Eagle in front. Smith will turn and fire, and that was tipped by his brother Connor, but ended up going wide. Centered again, too far in front of Sebastian Smith. Niagara desperately looking for a change. McLaughlin can't keep it in. He thought it was offside, but the referee waved it off. DeCotigny covers up as Niagara sends it down. Really impressive shift from Adrian there, really controlling play, but to no avail. .14 seconds left in the first period from Arrington Ice Arena. Number 18, Niagara. Number 3, Adrian here on Adrian College TV. Niagara able to keep it in. Kent looking to force it off the boards. Here's Brody Thornton, clears it away. Interesting, have not seen any of Dylan Gajewski so far in this game. The sniper for Adrian as this first period concludes. Nursing a shoulder injury. Certainly someone that Adrian's dearly missing at this time, has great goal scoring ability. And right now the Bulldogs trail 2-1 against visiting Niagara University, making the long trip from New York. They lead 2-1 after 1. We'll be back for the second period in about 15 minutes. Please stay with us here on Adrian College TV as our coverage continues.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, Character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
Welcome back to Arrington Ice Arena. Calvin Keys with Ryan Cuddy bringing you the action as Adrian hosts Niagara University here in ACHA Men's Division I action. As we get ready to rumble in this second period, Niagara with the 2-1 lead. Goals for them coming from Lucas Fancy, assisted by Devin Sanders, and unassisted from Anthony Thurston. Adrian's only goal came from Justin Jamer. Break down that first period for us. What did you see? It was a pretty wild one.
It was exactly a wild one and a weird one. A bad bounce for Adrian, finds themselves down 2-1 because on a penalty kill, they were just trying to clear it out. Ricocheted off of a Purple Eagle right in front and found the back of the net. And I think Adrian overall did a lot of things right, especially on the offensive end, trying to set themselves up. But a couple unfortunate bounces, a shorthanded goal for the for Niagara has been the difference in that first period.
Couldn't have said it any better. Well, I believe Niagara went offside on that play. 15 seconds into this second period here on Adrian College TV. Puck drops. Spate will win it backwards for Bond. Rink wide for Matt Cruz. Sending it up through the middle. This will be controlled and held by Grant Zell, who made 13 saves during the first period of play.
Zell did a good job of bouncing back, allowing an early goal in that first period. And it really seemed like all the momentum in the very beginning of the game was all towards Adrian. I want to say they had the first 7 shots on net. And then the shorthanded goal for Niagara really shifted things.
Thurston lost it. Then Bond turned it over. Purple Eagles working in. My goodness, Matt Cruz just played that into his own net incidentally. Wow. I'll have to take a look at that one again. Looked as if Sanders was pressuring Bond, was carrying it forward, and Cruz was trying to clear it away, but he knocked it into his own goal past the Cotinier.
Yeah, it looked like it almost got hung up in his skates even.
Wow.
And that's the
crazy bounces, man.
Yeah, the craziness continues in this one. That's 2 unfortunate goals for Adrian, and then also a shorthanded goal for Niagara. It's been anything but ordinary here in this first 21 minutes or so.
This is the second time that Dakota Bond has been involved with a crazy goal. First period, he was trying to clear it, and it went off the Purple Eagle into the goal. And then in this second period, he lost the puck. Niagara was in on a breakaway, and off the rebound, Matt Cruz accidentally, as he was trying to clear it, knocked it past his goaltender, Noah DeCotnier. So it is 3-1 Niagara here just over a minute into the second period at the Arrington Ice Arena. Pearson pressuring Kent. DeJulio. Taken by Thornton. High pass, saucered for DeCesare. Coulter getting tangled up with Dylan Kent on the near wall. Nolan pouncing on this loose puck. This is played forward. Working it out is Coulter. Nolan trying to steal it away. He'll feed it over for Kent. Finds DeCesare. Pass sent onwards, went off the backside of DeJulio. Kent off the wall. DeCesare trying to find it. Instead, it's taken by Bunn. Nolan firing one across, directed in by DeCesare. Quick up again for Bunn. He's got Gilberos up the middle. He is clotheslined by Nash Hatcher. Gilberos sliding into DeCognier. And without a doubt, that has to be a penalty against Nash Hatcher. You talk about a bit of a cheap shot there, getting the hands up. I think it may be an elbow. We'll have to see. Referees conversing as Hatcher heads to the box. Referee having a word with the scorekeeper in the booth. 5-minute major going against Nash Hatcher. Definitely a high blindside hit on Gilberos away from the puck. So things continue to go against the Bulldogs here. knocked a goal in their own net here in the early stages of the second period, and now Hatcher going to the box for 5 minutes. Major penalty power play for the Purple Eagles. It's Schneidmiller, fanned on it, and Overval will send it down. Controlled by Grant Zell. Behind the goal for Schneidmiller. Plays it forward for Mandia. Or rather, that is Sanders. Back for Schneidmiller again. Rink wide. Fed for Sanders. Back for Schneidmiller. That went off the mask of Cam Armstrong, who slid in to make the shot block. And he continues to stay on the ice and play on despite being hit in the face with that one-timer from Schneidmiller. Bulldogs clear it out. Quick up, and Sanders will carry it right back in. Looking to drop it off for Bunn. Instead, it was intercepted. Matt Cruz laying a heavy hit. Taken by Spate, who fires it down. A minute killed off of the 5-minute power play for Niagara. Grant Zell directed onwards. Carried forward here by Clements. Chips it in deep to himself. Circling now is Thurston. Left it down low for Schneidmiller. Up top, here's Connor Loft. Finds Rylan Clemens. Loft again, fanned on the one-time chance. It's still in front to Cottonier, sprawling out to try and grab it. Crisis averted as the Bulldogs shoot it down yet again. 3:30 left in the Niagara power play.
Funny bounces just continue to keep happening here in this one. We've seen quite a few, and we're only 5 minutes into the second.
A wacky Friday night game so far here at the Arrington as Niagara leads 3-1 despite being outshot 16-6. Adrian will clear it again. Man advantage unit has not gained much traction for the Purple Eagles so far. Skated on by Connor Loft, the alternate captain for Niagara. He's knocked down by Henrik Overval, trying to clear it out. Kept in by Christopher with the glove. Clements. Christopher. Back to Clements. Now Loft. Taking his time. Caught in the skate of Christopher. It'll be taken by Kent, who will take his time and then wire one into the glove of Grant Zell, looking to play it. Instead, he will hold on. 2:29 left on the Niagara power play. Halfway through the penalty kill for Adrian. If you're just joining us, you missed quite a lot. It was 2-1 after one. Niagara extended their lead to 3-1 after Adrian defenseman Matt Cruz knocked it in his own net. We also saw in the first period Bond sending it off a Purple Eagle into the goal. So a couple of crazy bounces. And despite arguably being the better team, in terms of chances generated, Adrian trails. Battled for on the near boards. Bulldog penalty kill, trying to get it out, and they do. All the way down for Zell. Left for Schneidmiller. Turning forwards. Has Teifer. Lost it. Bulldogs send it down. Spate speeding after it. Dropped off by Bunn. Sanders lost the handle. Nolan trying to clear. Instead, it is taken by Pearson. Down low for Sanders. Stolen by Thornton, and he'll send it the length of the ice. Just a $1:30 left in the major penalty to Nash Hatcher for the blindside hit. Sheldon Nolan will play it back in. Rylan Clements skates forward. Pressured by Armstrong, gets it past his stick. Schneidmiller reaching out for it. Overval will get there first, looking to shoot it out. It's kept in. Henrik Overval staying with the play as he's bumped into. Battled for on the end wall. Henrik Overval finally coming away with the puck. Feeds it for Cameron Armstrong. Looking to drive wide, trying to beat Connor Loft one-on-one. 45 seconds left in the penalty to Hatcher. A major 5-minute power play that has not been too successful for Niagara, but there's still time. Connor Loft skating in, shielding, shooting, and DeCottenier saving. Connor Loft couldn't find it, just able to keep it inside the blue. controversially. Clemens with it. Trying to shoot it down low. Kent finds it. Can he clear it? Robinson battling for it. Now puck will find its way to Dylan Kent again. Shoots it all the way down, and that should just about do it. Hatcher will come out of the box in 7 seconds. Impressive penalty kill for Adrian. Robinson dropping it back. Around the boards. Here's David Berta, stolen, and Clement looking to work back in. Now the Bulldogs have drawn a penalty. Drops back for McLaughlin. DeCotigny out of the net, 6 skaters on the ice for Adrian as there's a delayed penalty upcoming. Sent down low. Purple Eagles touch up, and now it will be Adrian who will head to the power play. Tripping call upcoming against Rylan Clemens, who heads to the penalty box.
Yeah, this could be a major shift in momentum. Kelvin just killing off a 5-minute major, not conceding any goals, get a chance to now go up on a 2-minute power play. This is big for Adrian College. They can really steal some momentum here midway through the second.
I see what you did there, Cuddy. After killing off the 5-minute penalty, we see a major shift in momentum.
Yep. Glad you picked up on it. I was hoping it didn't go unnoticed.
A little bit of wordplay from my partner here on Adrian College TV. Sheldon Nolan patiently waiting. Now fires one off his own teammate. Friendly fire off Sebastian Smith, who's a bit hobbled, but he gets back up on his skates. Sam Spate turns forward. Tries to turn on the Jets. Banked back, barely kept in by Sebastian Smith. Down low, Spate trying to slide it for Stanko. Instead comes all the way back for Nolan. Smith. Spate. Nolan. Spate again. In front, opportunity for Stanko. Denied by Zell. Brendan Stanko forwards again. That one whizzed just wide of the goal. Niagara trying to clear, knocked down by Connor Smith. Stanko looking back for Nolan. Bouncing pass went over his stick. Sebastian Smith left for his brother Connor. Connor walking in, a low shot, sealed off by Grant Zell. Back along the far wall. 50 seconds left on the Adrian power play as Thornton will play it around the dasher boards. DeCesare hops on the ice, trying to keep it in the O zone for his team. DeJulio winds, fires. That was tipped in front by Thornton, but just away from the goal. Now DeCesare. Back for DeJulio. Sebastian Smith walking in, went off the blocker of Zell. Still loose in front of the blue paint. DeCesare trying to find it. Trying to clear it out is Smolka, but the Bulldogs keep it in. They continue to possess. Sebastian Smith. Another blocker stop made by Grant Zell. Niagara will clear, and that should just about do it for the Bulldog power play unless they hurry. Finding Nash. Hatcher winds, shoots one right into the chest of Grant Zell. Holds on for the whistle. 4 seconds left for Niagara on the penalty kill. They've looked good so far. Really, both teams did look good on the penalty kill. Bulldogs generating a lot of good looks, but unable to beat Grant Zell. We're seeing another instance of a goaltender playing really well in net, just like we did on the first half of our doubleheader for Marian University. Justin Jamer, his second of the game, makes it 3-2. Bulldogs trail by 1. Let's take a look at the replay.
It was just quickly off the face-off. Jamer roofs it on a beautiful shot. Nothing the netminder could do there. That was just a bullet off the stick of Jamer. And that is a huge goal for Adrian halfway through this second.
Clean face-off win from Clement. Leads to a snipe from Justin Jamer right where Mama hides the cookies. 3-2 game, Niagara still leads. But Justin Jamer with a pair of nifty goals for Adrian to cut the deficit to 1. Mott moving forward, deflected off of a Purple Eagle. Bulldogs finding new life here. The major shift of momentum. And Adrian gets on the board, makes it a 1-goal game. Clement plays it back in down low. Grant Zell around the window. Jamer picks it up. Slides it for McLaughlin. Fanned on centering attempt. Purple Eagles cleared out. Maybe a chance the other direction. Here's Holford. Drops off. Shot is well wide. Popping off the stick of Mandia. Teifer trying to clear it back. We got a penalty upcoming to Adrian. Missed it away from the play. Coulter and Clement getting into it. I have a feeling that it was Ethan Clement on the near wall. See what comes out of this. Looks like Justin Jamer, who has 2 goals for Adrian, will now have 2 minutes in the penalty box. Maybe more, we'll have to see. Elbowing against Jamer. Niagara to the power play. The theme for this second period so far has been special teams, Cuddy.
Yeah, it's been a whole lot of, like you mentioned, special teams, a lot of funny bounces, and short-handed goal in the first period for Niagara, and then late for Adrian, able to score late on their power play here in this period.
Loft was just hit up high hard by Henrik Overval. No call this time. Niagara will get another chance on the power play. They had a 5-minute power play a few moments ago and weren't able to generate much success rather. Christopher, the captain for Niagara, will play it in deep this time. And the Bulldogs will promptly clear it. Armstrong heading off for a quick change with Overval. Hatcher and Spate pop onto the ice. Gilberos plays it down low. Nolan around the boards. Hatcher deflects it out. So far, so good for the Adrian kill. Connor Loft with a bit of trickery to try and shake loose from Spate. Here's Rylan Clements, recently out of the penalty box. He is taken down. Matt Cruz sends it down ice. Halfway through the penalty kill. Turning forward is Mandia. Up the far wall. Hit hard by Bond. Cruz trying to steal it away from Bunn. Dakota Bond sends it down. Quinn Schneidmiller dropping it off quickly and a bit dangerously for Pearson, but it works out in the end, and he takes it in and fires one into the chest of DeCatenier, who holds on. 25 seconds left on the Niagara power play. Glad you've joined us for ACHA Men's Division I Hockey. Number 3, Adrian. Number 18, Niagara. Calvin Keys with Ryan Cuddy here on Adrian College TV. Our director is Ashley Roeder. Cuddy doing the most. He's running the camera and pitching in when he can on color, giving me a break every once in a while. Grant Zell out to play it. Up for Bunn. Teifer up ahead. Sent rink wide, could not be controlled that time. Purple Eagles will regroup as Jamer awaits his exit from the penalty box. He'll head back out on the ice. Niagara shoots it in. Adrian looking to clear. Jamer gets it out for Overval. Taken by Teifer. Across now, and David Berta will shoot in. Took an odd bounce, but DeCatenier able to control it. Knocked out by Spate. We are back at even strength. We'll see how long it lasts for. Jamer taking a run at a Niagara player. Porterfield up through center. Heads over the Bulldog blue line. Sends a backhander in. Gloved by DeCatenier. And we will get the whistle with 7:01 left in the second period. Bulldogs out shooting the Purple Eagles 21-9, but still losing 3-2. Niagara maintaining their lead.
Big for Adrian to kill off that last penalty, not lose the momentum that they've had with Jamer's second goal. Stay within that 1-goal game. You know how quickly this Adrian offense can strike.
Connor Smith trying to turn it forwards. Mott, McLaughlin, quick feed up for Stanko, looking for Sebastian Smith. It's past his stick. Back the other way by Berta. Porterfield playing with it in neutral ice. Smolka gets the puck deep. Here's McLaughlin, reversed for Mott. Now Connor Smith chips it high up in the air. Stanko finds it. Smolka up ahead. Porterfield couldn't reach it. Mott will go back for the puck. Taking it now along the kick plate. Stretch pass, and Sebastian Smith in on goal. He scores! Tie game. A picture-perfect feed, a picture-perfect finish. Sebastian Smith.
Are you kidding me on this feed? Full ice stretch pass on the tape to Sebastian Bubba Smith, and he does the rest. Unbelievable.
I think that was some brotherly love right there. Connor Smith picked it up in his own zone, fired one like almost 100 feet up to the stick of his brother Sebastian Smith, and he went low glove side on Grant Zell to make it a 3-3 game. Ryan Cuddy's tennis teammate getting on the board here in the second period. Pearson reaching in, going back for it. It'll be icing against Adrian. Bulldogs able to tie things up here in the second period. Wow.
Seems like a lot's happened in this period in almost 2 full periods. Still a long way to go, though.
Really great feed and a great goal. One of the best I've seen in a little while. Good finish from Smith. It's one thing to have that breakaway chance, but it's another thing to not, I guess, get nervous under pressure. The composure we saw from Sebastian Smith there. Really knew what he was going to do as he headed in, read the goaltender perfectly, and gets on the board. Sent across, good stick by Nolan to knock it away. Brody Thornton, I gotta say, just still adapting to seeing him at the forward position, usually a defenseman. But I know that Adrian does have a lot of depth at the defense position, so good to see Thornton on offense, especially without Dylan Gajewski out there. Bit of a knee-on-knee check there. I hope Christopher's okay. Knee was stuck out by a Bulldog player. Played out front, it's blocked. Sheldon Nolan looking for DeJulio. Tied up with Coulter. Niagara plays it back forwards. Knocked over is Thornton. And a breakaway again. Ethan Clement, what a move and what a save by Grant Zell. Says no to Clement. 2 breakaway goals in a few moments' time would have been something. Now Brody Thornton again, that one deflected. High over the goal. Tied up at 3-3 now at the Arrington on a Friday night. Late night start. Was supposed to start at 9:45. Don't think it started till about 10:20. Christopher walks in, shoots one. Say hello to the glove of Noah DeCotinier. He snaps it up at a moment's notice.
Can really feel an energy shift in this building right now. As Adrian's offense finally starting to find a little bit of rhythm. Saw another stretch ice pass too that Zell had to do a good job of denying.
Puck back to Schneidmiller. Came just outside the Adrian blue line, so Niagara has to regroup. Now Matt Cruz. Lifted in, knocked down by a high stick from Connor Loft. Jamer sends it around. Bond trying to keep it in. Knocked over Austin Robinson with that hip check. Cruz back up for Bond, the defenseman getting in on the rush. Gets a pass from Jamer. He's muscled to the wall by Schneidmiller. Still Dakota Bond with it. Great speed from the Bulldog blue liner. Sending it back into the slot. Looking to clear his bun, laying out for it. Finally carried out by Gilberos. Fakes the slap shot, he'll hold on. Now plays it around the boards. Hatcher has it. Taken by Gilberos, dropped off for Loft. Fanned on the one-timer. Taken by Jamer. We've got 3.5 minutes left in this second period. Jamer, great move, looking for his third and the hat trick. Plenty of time left to find it. Hit hard by Loft. Back to the point for McLaughlin, a long shot that just whistled wide. Teifer looking up here. McLaughlin trying to muscle off a Niagara player. Shot was coming in from Mandia, sent it over the crossbar. Stanko weaving in, trying to feed Fife, who had the hat trick last night against Grand Valley. Taken up the other direction by Sanders. Plays it down low. Niagara saucers it around behind the goal of DeCatinier. Stanko banks it out. Maybe a break here. Fife, one-on-one. Tyler Fife, big save from Zell again. Goaltenders looked good. Stanko trying to find it. Instead, it'll slide for Teifer again. Looking up ahead. Ethan McLaughlin will settle the play down. Ramps up high in the air. Back to grab it is Berta. He's hit by Sebastian Smith, who scored the most recent goal in this game, assisted by his brother Connor. Cool moment for the Smith family. Thought we had potential for that to happen with the two brothers playing on the same line for one of the first times this season. And in fact, it did. Dylan Kent lofts it in. Sebastian Smith chases. Playing with it down low. Trying to find it in his feet. Taylor looking to send it around the boards. Spadas ran into from behind, and a massive check laid by Sebastian Smith. Connor Smith's shot is blocked. Nolan tried to glove it, he couldn't. Now he's off to the races. Kent trying to knock it away, but it's carried forward by the Purple Eagles. Good play there by Andrioli. Finally, the Bulldogs clear. Connor Smith 1v2, dodges a check, stays with it. What a move that was. Silky smooth hands. Poked forward by Thornton with 1:20 left in the second frame. Angled to the end board. Still Thornton somehow staying with it. How did he come away with the puck there? Back for Cruz. Across the sheet to Kent. Connor Smith. Bulldogs possessing. Almost looks like they're on the power play right now. Tipped in front by Thornton. Behind the goal, tried to tuck it home. Couldn't quite. Zell is without his stick. Now he'll pick it up. Niagara needs to clear. Matt Cruz trying to keep it in, but Porterfield will finally get it out. Plays the puck deep. Niagara gets a much-needed change with 45 seconds until the second intermission. Here's DeCesare. Angled to the wall by Schneidmiller. Stays with it, trying to slide in front for DeGiulio. Clemens spins away from a check. Dropped off for Loft. Cruz looking to get there in time. Snapped up by Christopher, final 20 seconds. What a move, but it didn't work out that time. Bond with a pair of hits. Leveling everything in his path right now. Nash Hatcher. DeCesare. Banked for Hatcher. Bulldogs don't want this period to end as Hatcher sent one from an acute angle. Saved by Zell. Went off the underside of his glove. Now a chance for Bond. Just whizzed away from the goal as the second period expires. Bulldogs really turn things on late in that frame as Sebastian Smith makes it a tie game. Hatcher getting involved with Schneidmiller. A few words being exchanged as both teams head off the ice and to the dressing room. 3-3, nothing to separate these two teams after 40 minutes of play. We'll be back for the conclusion and the third period in about 15 minutes. Please stay with us here on Adrian College TV.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
back and ready for the third period to begin here at Arrington Ice Arena as we take a look at our stats after 2 periods. The score is completely even, 3-3, despite Adrian outshooting Niagara almost 3-1. Both teams have not been able to get any momentum on the power play. Bulldogs were down 2-1 rather to start that second period, and by the end of it, it was tied 3-3. Grant Zell making 23 saves. I believe the save statistics are messed up there. That's my mistake. 23 saves for Zell and just 7 for DeCotnier. Makes it a 3-3 hockey game as Sam Spate wins back the opening draw to start this third period. Bulldogs in the gold, moving right to left. Purple Eagles moving left to right. And you guessed it, the purple. Calvin Keys with Ryan Cuddy on Adrian College TV. You guys can't see it watching the game at home, but my color commentating partner, Ryan Cuddy, was hyped up because his tennis teammate, Sebastian Smith, dual sport athlete, scored on the breakaway to make it a 3-3 game.
Showing his dual sport athlete prowess at its finest.
A lot of the tennis. Here he goes. Sebastian Smith. Oh, blocker save by Grant Zell. What a moment that would have been. Down low, Sebastian Smith. He had a big hit in that second period, too. He leveled a guy. Sebastian Smith has it now. Spate looking up. The S line is what we're going to call it. Spate, Smith, and Smith. They are looking lethal for this Adrian team, and they've had a lot of the chances for the Bulldogs. And looks like we got a penalty here in the early stages. Quinn Schneidmiller going to the box. Schneidmiller for holding the stick is the call. So a really good way for Adrian to start off this third period with a 2-minute power play. Not the start Niagara had envisioned. Sebastian Smith will knock it down. Down for Stanko. Has it stolen away. Sam Spate slides it for Nolan. Now Sebastian Smith again. Sheldon Nolan walks in, fires. That was blocked well by Anthony Thurston and then cleared down by A.J. Campbell. Now the Bulldogs will have a penalty coming up against them, as it looked like Campbell was knocked over. Interference is the call against the Adrian captain, Sheldon Nolan, so we will go to 4-on-4. So minute and 35 seconds of 4-on-4 action will negate the power play, which had just started 25 seconds ago for Adrian. Matthew Cruz has it. Leaves for Bond, skate to stick. Bond ups through center. Crosses over the Niagara blue line. Still Dakota Bond shoots one. That was saved stand-up style by Zell. And now a 2-on-1 for Niagara. Rushing forward is David Christopher as it headed to the near wall. Bond finds it. Lost it, taken nearly by Clemens. Bond able to stay with the play. Plenty of time and space for him. Start of this third period. Calvin Keys with Ryan Cuddy on Adrian College TV. ACHA Men's Division I Ice Hockey. Number 3 Adrian, number 18 Niagara. DeCesare trying to get by the Niagara blue liner. DeGiulio lost it. McLaughlin out to play the puck. Got a pronunciation correction. It is Ethan McLaughlin, in fact, thanks to his dad for letting us know how to pronounce it correctly. My apologies for that mistake. Armstrong ramping it back up for DeGiulio. Back out for McLaughlin. Long shot that was sticked aside by David Christopher. 4-on-4 for the next 15 seconds, then Niagara will move to the power play. DeCesare has it down low. He was bowled over. Now skating it forward are the Purple Eagles. Here's Coulter. Long shot that ramped off the twig of Ethan McLaughlin and high into the rafters. We get a stoppage with 17:26 left in the third. So in 2 seconds, we will have a 25-second Niagara power play. Draw one back by Spate, opposing Robinson in the dot. Bulldogs lift it out. Niagara back at full strength as Schneidmiller will head to the bench, straight out of the box. Slid across for Austin Robinson. Around the boards, Bond racing back for it. Colliding with Bond. Here's Dakota Bond playing it up the near board. Sam Spate sliding across for Nash Hatcher. Hatcher a high saucer for Spate. Both teams back at 5-on-5 now. Bond colliding with Robinson. Now Spate will send it across. His feed to Jamer was cut off well by David Berta, who hit the deck to get in the way. Now Mott. Nathaniel Mott, long shot, missed it. Bond reaching out, can't quite grab it. He'll go all the way back in his own zone. Nash Hatcher angled onwards. Schneidmiller back for it. Hit hard by Clement. Andrioli. Jamer trying to impede his progress. Finally stolen away by Clement. And Jamer will spin it back in. Sitting on 2 goals right now. Looking for his third. Calling for the puck from Fife. Now Jamer will shoot one. Well wide. Clement on the cycle for Fife. Had the hat trick last night. Can he set up the hat trick for his line mate, Jamer? Not this time. Kent keeps it in. Clement spinning it for Fife again. Couldn't control. Jamer, the freshman out of Nepean, Ontario. Looking for his third. It's turned over right to Brendan Stenko. Fires one. Deflected off the stick of Daniel Smolka and out of play.
Yeah, it was nearly a very costly turnover in their own zone for Niagara. Stanko with a good-looking opportunity from the right circle. Just couldn't get a clean shot off, but that's a bad turnover that the Purple Eagles just can't have.
Draw one back for Sheldon Nolan. Turned aside by Zell again. Makes it 27 saves, still with 15 and a half minutes to play in this game. Bulldogs have done a good job limiting shots against their netminder, Noah DeCatnier, as the puck went high in the air and out of play. Late night here at the Arrington, approaching midnight. 11:48. This game was supposed to start at 9:45. Don't think it started till closer to 10:20, what with the NCAA men's game finishing. These two teams had to get their warm-ups in and whatnot. Thanks for sticking around here. Late night game on the campus of Adrian College. Sebastian Smith. Shot was sent wide. Played forward for Teifer. Loft dropped it back. Stretch pass looking for Sanders, didn't connect. McLaughlin touches up. Whistle blown, icing the call against Niagara. Face-off will come back into the Niagara zone. Shots 30-10 in Adrian's favor. One back for Connor Smith. Shoots one behind the goal. McLaughlin swooping in for it. Back out for Connor Smith, a long shot that was well wide. Sebastian Smith leaving it for Spate. Quick release, but missed the goal. Mott will hold it in. Down low for Spate once more. Sam Spate biding his time. To the point, McLaughlin from the blue line. Shoots one that was knocked down by Mandia, or rather Sanders. Sanders up the middle, shoots one, he scores! Niagara takes the lead. Mandia against the run of play. Snipes one past the glove hand of DeCatnier. Purple Eagles regain their lead. They're up 4-3. Solo effort from Mandia. Picked it up in his own end. Cut back. Was given a bit too much space. Picked his spot.
Yeah, he just did that all his own. And like you said, a little too much space for the Adrian defense's liking. Gotta try to get a body on him quicker than that, because that was a howitzer of a wrist shot.
Far too much real estate, and props to Sanders there. Phenomenal play from Miles Sanders. Carried it up ice, used his speed, and then that was a masterful shot. Not many goaltenders able to save that one the way it was placed. And again, it's impressive. 11 shots for Niagara and 4 goals.
Yeah, making the most of the opportunities when they get them. Defense holding up just enough so far.
Talk about efficiency, albeit they've gotten some help from the Bulldogs as well. What's the stoppage here for? We shall see. Looks like it'll be a draw in the Niagara zone. Your guess is as good as mine, trying to figure out why we saw the stoppage. DeJulio will take this draw against Christopher. Bulldogs win it back. Cruz plays to the near boards. Banked off the plexiglass. Bond showing off the vertical, but to no avail. As surging back up ice is Campbell, trying to drop it back for Clemens. Taken by DeCesare. Maybe a 3-on-2 for Adrian. Feeds it to DeJulio. Shoots one against the grain. Just wide. Armstrong plays it around. Campbell will lift it out. DeJulio acquires the puck. High flip for Armstrong. Looking to find it. He's bowled over. Hard hit is laid there by Pearson. But now back up with it as Mateo DeJulio carries in. That was well away from the goal mouth. Puck will scamper back for Kent. Nolan, somewhat isolated, shoots one through traffic. Grant Zell smothers it. We get a whistle, 13-22. If you would have told me that the team being outshot 30-11 would have a 4-3 lead in the hockey game, I would think you were crazy, but props to the Purple Eagles. That's the way that they've achieved their lead.
Yeah, this game's been anything but ordinary through these 2.5 periods, but it's going to be interesting to see in these last 13 minutes. There's still a lot of time for Adrian to make up this one-goal game. The offensive pressure has been there.
Penalty upcoming. Clement had his mask dislodged. Looks as if it could be a cross-check against Niagara. See who's going to the box for the Purple Eagles. Gilberos going to the sin bin. Cross-checking. Not a player that's on our roster, so just going off of the nameplate there. Gilberos in the box for 2 minutes and down a goal. Adrian with a pivotal chance here on the man advantage. Sebastian Smith shoots it down low. Brendan Stanko, Spate. Sebastian Smith slides for Sheldon Nolan. Connor Smith now sends it right into the paraphernalia of Berta. Connor Smith, Spate walks in, shoots, it's loose in front. Nolan can't keep it in. Niagara able to clear. DeCotigny well out of his goal. Leaves it for Nolan. Sheldon Nolan goes for a skate. Snaps it for Sebastian Smith. Behind the goal for his brother Connor. Connor Smith, cross ice, Spate tries a shot. That is cut off again. Couple of shot blocks on this shift for David Berta. Now Nolan will fire one low and wide right of Grant Zell. Niagara able to skate it out. A.J. Campbell cuts backwards. He is double teamed by Sebastian Smith and Stanko. Now Nolan has it. Sheldon Nolan touches it up for Jamer. 40 seconds left on the Bulldog power play. Looking for a game tire. DeCesare will turn backwards. Sends it across the blue line. Barely stayed in for Tyler Fife. Good pass from DeCesare. Looking across. Now it's angled out by Connor Loft. And Dakota Bond will go back for it. Here's Bond. Crosses over the Purple Eagle blue line. Cuts backward. Finds DeCesare. 10 seconds left in the penalty to Gilberos. Now for Fife. Tyler Fife. And sliding in was Fancy, who picks it up and sends it down. Penalty kill successful for Niagara. They maintain their 4-3 lead in the hockey game. 11-10 left in the contest as it's gloved down by Gilberos. Plays it up for Sanders, who caught an edge. Now fires one off speed. Bit of a change up there that Cotnier made the right pad stop on. Now the wraparound attempt didn't quite get through. Here's Overval with some steam. Up the far wall, Wines fires, it's wide. Hatcher can't keep it in. Here's Bunn. Skating in, driving wide and trying to sneak one by to Cotnier. Took a touch off the Bulldog netminder and out of play. 10:46 left in this third period at the Arrington Ice Arena. Friday night hockey is about to turn into Saturday morning hockey here at the Arrington Cuddy. Gilberos versus Clement. Ethan Clement wins it back for Nathaniel Mott. Mott saucered high in the air. Clement will smack it in. Coulter with it for Niagara. School that's located just a few minutes away from Niagara Falls State Park. Long drive to be here this evening. Puck bouncing around in front. Clement touches it. Niagara thought it was a high stick. The campus of Niagara University, right on the Canada-U.S. border in Lewiston, New York. McLaughlin nearly turned it over. Now he'll send it out. About 300 miles northeast of Adrian's campus, about a 5-hour drive through Canada. 20 miles north of Buffalo. Ethan Clement skating in. Hence the name Niagara University, located so closely to Niagara Falls. Race for this one. Clemens is going to get there first. No icing. DeCotigny springing out to play it along the boards. Taylor. Rink wide for Berta. Connor Smith tried to pick off the feed. He trips up Clemens. That'll be a penalty against Connor Smith as Clemens goes down. Looked like a textbook trip. Poor time to take a penalty. Connor Smith goes to the box. Niagara goes to the power play, leading by a goal.
It just unfortunately looked like Connor Smith got his stick just right around the skates of a Niagara forward. Tough play there for Connor.
Yep, just reaching after the puck. Caught his stick in between the skates of Clemens, and you know the rest. Power play as the Bulldogs clear it down. Skating ahead is Schneidmiller. Playing it onwards for Teifer. Angled off by Kent. Nolan looking to clear it out, kept in by Pearson. Moving ahead. Still Pearson, backhand up top for Schneidmiller. Finds Sanders. Schneidmiller. Sanders had the goal that gave Niagara the lead. Can he extend it? Pearson looking to center. Schneidmiller again, walking in. Finds Pearson. Schneidmiller shoots through traffic. It's still loose. Sticked aside by DeCotigny. But Niagara continues to possess. This has been their best looking power play so far tonight. Still 1:10 left on it. Pearson. Deflected to Teifer. Players will change direction. Kent trying to clear. Down low, Sanders. Banks off the end boards. Teifer. Schneidmiller. Pearson. Schneidmiller winds, fires, left pad save. DeCotigny. Purple Eagles possess the puck. Schneidmiller. Pearson again. Played up top. Moving it around the perimeter. Schneidmiller. Teifer. That shot was well wide, went off the referee. Otherwise, it may have went out of the zone. Good bounce for the Purple Eagles. DeCotigny will glove this one that was going well over the crossbar. 22 seconds left in the penalty to Connor Smith. We get a whistle.
There's some good, consistent offensive pressure on this power play for Niagara. Like you mentioned, definitely the best man advantage we've seen for the Purple Eagles here in this one. Coming at a big time too, but the PK unit holding up just enough for Adrian right now.
The key for Adrian is they're protecting the middle, so it's been pretty much all virtually around the outside for Niagara, although they are passing the puck very well. Waiting for a gap to present itself in the Adrian PK. Clemens lost it. Cruz trying to bank it out. Brought down by Christopher, looking to spin away from Spate. Connor Smith heading out of the box now. Loose in the blue paint. DeCotigny covers up. Back to 5-on-5 with Adrian trailing. 7:32 left in the hockey game here at Arrington Ice Arena. It is midnight. Saturday morning hockey on Adrian College TV. Our director's ready to go home. It's been a long day. Doubleheader here on Adrian College TV. Sebastian Smith, can he tie it? Grant Zell thought he trapped that one. It came free somehow. Niagara clears. Campbell up through the middle. Taken by Bond. Christopher in deep. Dakota Bond evades pressure and snaps it to Sebastian Smith. Plays it to himself. Dropped off for Stanko. A huge shot block by Connor Loft. Getting in the lane. Clemens in deep. DeCoutinier around the boards. McLaughlin trying to dig it free. Mott knocks it down. Upends the Purple Eagle, but can't clear. Berta around the dasher boards. Sebastian Smith is hit by Campbell. Trying to find the puck. Mott will join him. Campbell and Sebastian Smith tangled up, and number 12 in gold comes away with it. Trying to field it was Andrioli. Bulldogs change as Mott has it. 6:30 left in the game. Bulldogs desperately looking to tie things up. Taylor shoots it back into the Adrian end. Mott around the half wall. Fife banks out. Taylor plays it right back in. Niagara content to play dump and chase hockey, up one at the moment, despite being outshot 33-16. Good chances on the previous power play. Turned aside by DeCoutinier. McLaughlin through his skates. Fancy went high in the air. He bats it down to his line mate Andrioli. Hit by McLaughlin. Now Fancy. Cycle looking good for Niagara right now. Adrian on the ropes. Mott looked like he was high stick. Now he'll pick it up. Trying to lift it out. It's gloved down. Sent back into the corner by Schneidmiller. Bulldogs cannot get it out. Niagara has them hemmed in their own zone. Finally Fife getting it free. DeGiulio on rushing. Off the skate of the Cesare, and Niagara will work back in. Here's Bunn. Purple Eagles turning things on in a big way in the offensive zone. Knocked down to the ice is Robinson on top of the puck. We get a whistle. DeGiulio gives him a good-natured pat. Hope he's okay. 5:14 left in the third. Bulldogs trailing by 1. I like what we're seeing from the Purple Eagles here in the late stages, just keeping the puck pinned down low in the Adrian end.
Bulldogs, the last about minute and a half, having a tough time getting it out of their own zone.
Sheldon Nolan looking for a stretch feed to Spate, but it was knocked down by Austin Robinson, who shoots it back in. Nolan, the Bulldog captain, will acquire it. Hatcher sent it right out the middle, stolen by Gilberos, who's content to drop it back. Purple Eagles shoot it back in. Nolan, feed up ahead for Hatcher, who plays it through his legs. Now Nash Hatcher, deflected, may have taken some of the mustard off the shot and sent its trajectory well away from the goal. Hatcher trying to pick it off. Niagara can't get it out. Now it looks like they will. This one angled onward by Thurston. Kent saucered rink wide for Hatcher. Hatcher will look across. Jamer will chase. 2 goals this evening. Bulldogs desperately need their 4th of the game. Teifer rims it. Sebastian Smith is cut off by Mandia. Or rather Sanders, who's tripped up. Sanders given a rough ride by Cruz. Point for Loft, fires a shot that went down off of Sanders in front, had to go at it. Bulldogs cannot get it out. Left pad stop to Cotinier. Sebastian Smith lifts it down. Niagara has Adrian on their heels right now. It's remarkable the way they're moving things around. Just content to dump it in low and continue to roll lines so they keep fresh legs on the ice. Sebastian Smith, rink-wide pass again, is cut off through center. These long feeds have not been getting through for the Bulldogs. Taken by Bond, collide with his own teammate Spate. Gloved down by Grant Zell, and he decides to cover in the end. Wanted to get it out to his defenseman Berta, but didn't have enough time. 3:21 left in the third as Bond and Spate got tangled up at center. Clock ticking down for Adrian. Niagara trying to pull off the upset. The number 18 team taking on the number 3 team, Adrian, in the ACHA Men's Division I rankings. McLaughlin couldn't keep it in. Lifted in by Clemens. Leading scorer for the Purple Eagles. Clemens takes it again. Low shot to Cotinier. Right pad safe. Can't be kept in by Berta. Goes back for it. Mott cuts it off. Connor Smith sends it in on goal, patted aside by Zell. Smith, Connor Smith that is, down low, couldn't keep it. David Christopher, the Niagara captain, played it back up the other way. Campbell and McLaughlin coming together. Spate was trying to play it free. He will. Lift it out to the red line. Taken back by Niagara. It's lifted in, glove down by McLaughlin. Excellent game plan for Tom Moradian and the Niagara Purple Eagles. In the late stages, doing a great job managing their lead. Porterfield trying to play it down low. Free for Spate. And now to Cesare. Looking to bust away from the defender. To Cesare, the backhand. Grant Zell hugging his right iron. Seals it off. 2:04 left in the third. Good opportunity developing for De Cesare. This has been a fun and wacky game, to say the least, Cuddy.
Yeah, it's been it's had a little bit of everything. Seen a couple own goals, a shorthanded goal, some funny bounces. Still got 2:04 left. Who knows what can happen?
And now we have a timeout. We'll step aside for a brief moment and be back with the conclusion of this game. Can Adrian tie it up, or will Niagara come away with the upset? We'll have to find out.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
So on the other side of this timeout, Darius Stalos and his Adrian Bulldogs, ACHA Men's Division I team, will look to try and find a game tire here. Down 4-3 at the hands of the visiting Niagara University Purple Eagles, who have been outchanced but not outplayed. They've brought a lot of heart. They've been good organizationally, and their goaltender Grant Zell has made some timely saves. Sebastian Smith is stung by that shot, still down on the ice as it's sent back in. Spate trying to find it. Bond looking to whack it and keep it in. Good eye-hand coordination, but eventually the puck will find its way out to the neutral zone. Nolan rips it back in. Niagara trying to clear it out. Puck up for Holford. Net is empty for Adrian here. 6-on-5, but Niagara perilously has it in Adrian's end at the moment, but taken by Justin Jamer. Finds DeGiulio. Mateo DeGiulio shoots it in. Jamer will chase. Niagara looking to clear. Spate finds it. Rink wide. Matt Cruz. Save made by Zell, who got across. Buck 15 left as Connor Loft sent it up into the netting. Minute 15. 6-on-5 hockey. Bulldog net empty.
Drama intensifying here as we hit the AM, Kelvin.
Absolutely. Adrian did not realize they had an empty net coming out of that timeout until Niagara cleared it. And you looked backwards and were like, oh my goodness, wide open net for the Purple Eagles to shoot at. Clement. To Cesare, walking in. It's loose, in front. Puck is right there. They clatter away at it. Bulldogs trying to find it. A multi-player pile-up right in the blue paint. What will we see here? Will we see a penalty shot for covering the puck in the crease by Niagara? We saw that a couple games ago here at the Arrington Ice Arena. We had an NCAA women's hockey game where the Bulldogs got a penalty shot off of an opponent covering the puck in the crease. I think that's what the case is here. From the looks of things, Sam Spate getting ready to take the penalty shot attempt. Circling back behind the play, as I think the ruling is a Niagara player covered the puck up with their glove in the crease, which is tough to single out. I think there's a lot of players covering up the puck in the crease, but if this is the case, the referees are talking to Tom Moradian and the rest of the Purple Eagles staff, trying to figure out what's going to happen here. Sam Spade, it looks like he'll go in on the penalty shot. So with 57 seconds left on the clock, down a goal, a chance for Adrian to tie it here. Spade, the Bulldogs' alternate captain. The weight of the world rests on his shoulders right now. Spade picks it up. Walking in. On Zell. Shoots it, and it goes off the right toe of Grant Zell. Makes the stop. A crucial chance for Spate to try and tie the game, and he comes up short. Zell makes the stop. 57 seconds for Adrian to still try and find an equalizer. That has summed up Grant Zell's performance. Was steady back there. Didn't bite on any of Spate's stick handling trickery. Now Nolan will send it towards the goal. Right pad stop again by Zell. Picked up by Jamer. Connor Smith with it. Now DeGiulio. Point for Bond. Mateo DeGiulio shoots. That was blocked by Loft. Niagara trying to clear, but it went off DeGiulio and stays in the Purple Eagle zone. Down with it. Niagara trying to play it forwards. They backhand it out. Is this on goal? It looks like it'll be just wide. Dakota Bond goes back for it with 25 seconds left. Connor Smith angled it up for DeGiulio. Now centered back for Connor Smith, who heads in. Takes a hack, brought down to the ice. Comes outside the Purple Eagle blue line. Nolan trying to work it back up ahead. 8 seconds now. Niagara looking to hold on. Possessed down low by Schneidmiller. He'll pin it to the wall, and the time will expire. Niagara University has defeated the Adrian College Bulldogs 4-3 tonight at Arrington Ice Arena. They were outshot 39-19, but able to outscore the Bulldogs 4-3 in the end. A lot of bounces went against Adrian, but credit to Niagara. They had some really nice efforts, including the goal from Sanders, who gets the game winner on a great solo effort. And Grant Zell saves the penalty shot from Sam Spate as the Purple Eagles hold on to win it at the Arrington Ice Arena. A doubleheader of NCAA and ACHA hockey. Bulldogs come up short in both games. Final thoughts on this one, Ryan Cuddy?
Yeah, it was a wacky game, and of course it came down. We knew something funky was gonna happen, and then with 51 seconds, Sam Spade had the penalty shot. But yeah, Zell came up with a great stop, and he was steady all game long. Some funny bounces, but like you said, you got to give credit to Niagara, especially how they played down the stretch. Really controlled and dominated I want to say the last about 5 minutes. Held the majority in Adrian's zone, especially after pretty much the entire game. Adrian was being able to dictate the pace of play. But then once the crunch time kind of happened for Niagara, they were able to lock it down and really win those last 5 minutes and earn this victory.
Niagara's a top-ranked team, 18th in the country, but still took down third-ranked Adrian. So Bulldogs will come away with a loss, but got the win last night against Grand Valley. So they split the weekend, but for Niagara, a big win as they head home to take on Mercyhurst tomorrow evening. With that, we say thank you for tuning in here on Adrian College TV. On our behalf of our entire crew, I'm Calvin Keys. Have a great Saturday morning.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. The amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.